Nithyananda. Hi, this is Ma Nithyananda. And today I wanted to speak about Swamiji's name, Paramahamsa Nithyananda. What does it actually mean? See, as you take a look at all of the videos I've been speaking about Sanyas and the importance of it, what it does for a person, for a being to be living in his presence, to be living in his sampradaya, having initiation from him. But who is he? I keep saying he's a living avatar, which is true. As far as Hinduism and the description, a literal description of the term avatar means descent into human form. So basically, consciously, the being, the energy of Sadashivatva deciding to land into a human body, to come here and help us human beings, because we're asking for it, we're asking for help. Because if you look in the Hindu cosmology, there's the yugas, and we are now in the Kali Yuga, which is the roughest one, basically. The most destructive, the most negative kind of energies and consciousness is living on planet Earth. So you see that reflected from the inner and outer space of many people on the planet. So the avatar comes to remind and to teach again the people how to connect with the cosmos, how to raise the positive consciousness of the entire planet. So for that, the avatar comes to teach us, to remind us what Sadashiva said in the Agamas, how to live an enlightened life. Instead of living with these base emotions like fear and anger and greed, we have the opportunity to live in the higher space, from the heart up to our head. That is the higher space, the higher energies that live in our body in those areas. And you see, how many times do you read about we're only using, 1%, 10%, whatever it is. I don't even think it's that. It's like 5% of our brain capacity. Why? Because our energy and all our thought and focus is on the lower energies in our body. So sex, lust, greed, this anger, violence, those are the lower chakras, the lower energy centers in our body. But we have the opportunity, especially with the help, which we need the help and the grace of the avatar. We can't just make it on our own. We can scramble by and go through seeking and go through the processes, but we need somebody like him to speed up the process. Otherwise, the next one and the next life and the next life, it keeps going and going. But now we have an opportunity, a golden opportunity, to take advantage of this beautiful gift from the cosmos, His Holiness Paramahamsa Nithyananda. And for that, we need to take that commitment and leap and decide it is correct. If any of this clicks with you, if you watch any of Swamiji's YouTubes, or anything of what I say makes any click with you, then you know there is a truth to it, because your being knows. When many beings, when they see Swamiji, especially in person for the first time, they just cry and they have no clue why. Because they're connecting on a being level, and they're finally getting back into that space. So anyway, the meaning of Paramahamsa Nithyananda. First of all, Nithyananda means eternal bliss. Swamiji is continuously living in that space, no matter what happens, no matter what goes on outside, around him in the world. He is continuously in that high space of bliss, because he knows he's not the body. He knows there's this world that we're living in is Maya. He knows he is the source, and the source is bliss, compassion, love, all of those things. And Paramahamsa, Swamiji said how he had a vision about this, and that's where the emblem and the official seal of Nithyananda Sampradaya is a swan flying. And he reminds us how Ramakrishna speaks about the swan itself. The Paramahamsa swan is a metaphysical type swan. Only enlightened beings can see the swan. So I bet you if we all get enlightened and go to like Tapovan or Kailash or somewhere, we'll be able to see these great swans flying. So these swans represent that higher space of consciousness in which they're always living. They go around and basically go through the earth and see what's happening. And they take the body of these swans to observe what is going on the planet. And when they give birth and they have an egg, the egg itself falls to the earth. And as it's falling, the egg itself is hatching. So before the egg even lands on the earth, the bird is already hatched and come out and flown up into the air. So they're never even touching the ground at all. It's so amazing if you can just picture it visually. So like that, the avatars, the incarnations, the Paramahamsas that land on planet Earth, they never even really touch the Earth itself. And sometimes if you see Swamiji walking with such grace and radiance, you find that it's not hard to believe. I think we're just imagining that he's touching the Earth, but sometimes I don't think he is. So it's such an amazing gift and an amazing life to be living around him. So I wanted to express that because when we talk about the importance of taking sannyas and getting into the vows of brahmacharya, it's really a very important and special thing and a unique thing, because how many people on the planet are doing that? How many people are saying, yes, let's go that step. We're tired of going and being reborn. You know, Swamiji, he makes a joke, but it's true. At least 25 lives you had to have been married to understand that you don't want to get married again in this life. So imagine, you know, because many times relationships don't work. They just don't. Because we're trying to fulfill a longing desire through another person. But actually, we're just trying to get back to the source. We're trying to get that connection back with the cosmos, back with Sadashiva, back with, you know, that space of enlightenment. But instead, we don't know that. We forget that. So instead, we're looking at all these other things in Maya, illusion, going around and shopping and buying things and getting swayed by the material items and marketing and media and bank and the zeros in your bank account and the fancy cars and the vacation homes and all of that. And then the people. Did you ever wonder why some people date and date and date and they keep going to new and new people? Because they get sick of the old one, because they're unfulfilled. Because after that initial gratification or whatever they're trying to fulfill is over, then there's nothing left. And they're continuing to look. Actually, they're probably greater seekers than some others because they know that they're missing something and they're not fulfilled. So they keep on searching, but they're not going to get it that way. Because what they're searching for is not outside. It's not in the world. It's not in another person. It's inside, that inside connection with the cosmos, with divinity. And Swamiji, living avatar, His Holiness Paramahamsa Nithyananda, takes us there. He's guiding us there, and he can also guide you. So please, any questions about this, I'd love to hear what you have to say. And also visit innerawakening.org. Sign up for the next Inner Awakening and find out how you can be in Swamiji's presence and get a glimpse of that. Get a glimpse of what I've been talking about all this time with the 50 videos I think I have so far. And actually the most powerful and special Inner Awakening is happening in December. So I actually urge you to sign up for that one. But if for some reason you can't make it, please just sign up now for the next Inner Awakening. Don't postpone. But if you can make it in December, best. Because Maha Sadashivatva is happening. That is the culmination of all of the programs put together. All of the things that Swamiji has ever done are going to be culminated in that one program, in that one 3-week period. It is going to be an intense and amazing, transformative extravaganza of the century, of lifetimes. So please, go to innerawakening.org and find out more. And please ask me any questions in the comments. Thanks again for watching, and have a wonderful day. Nithyananda.